Hello and welcome to Desert Rat Fiber Arts. I'm Desert Rat, but you can call me Lloyd. Okay, today we continue our 2023 breed study. And today we're going to be doing Icelandic. So again, this is from the global collection from Hearthside Fibers. Again, I paid for this out of my own pocket. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. So my opinions are my own when it comes to the quality of the fiber here. So, I've never spun Icelandic before, as I said in the last one. So let's find out a little bit of information about this. It says breed is from origins from Iceland. It's 34 to 36 microns. Average staple length of 90 to 100 millimeters, or about 4 inches. That's what this card says. And let's look in the field guide to fleece. There's the sheep there. All right, yeah. Origin, Iceland, fleece weight 4 to 7 pounds, or 1.75 to 3.25 kilograms. Staple length is 2 inches to 18 inches, or 5 to 46 centimeters, undercoat, outer coat. Fiber diameters is 19 to 31 microns, undercoat, overcoat, outer coat. Natural colors, a full range of natural colors. Developed in almost total isolation, the Icelandic breed is one of the world's purest livestock populations. All of the Icelandic sheep in North America derive from 2 importations by Stefania. I can't pronounce his last name. It's about this long. And Ray Dignam of Ontario. Yeah, I mean, if you can read this and figure out what that lady's name is, all the power to you, because I could not tell you. Svenberg, I don't want to butcher the name. All right. The Northern European short-tailed breed, known for its double-coated fleeces, offers fiber lovers both strength and softness. The sturdy outer coat, called tog, forms loosely curled triangular locks with pointed tips. The finer undercoat, called thel, is bulky with shorter, softer fibers and some true crimp. The 2 coats can be spun together or separately. Because the bases of the staples may clump together, open them out carefully. Try spinning from the lock, drum carding, or using Viking-style combs. If you want to spin both coats together, work from the lock or combine the fibers by carding, being careful to draft the differing fibers evenly. To maximize strength and softness, separate the coats and spin the long fibers worsted and the short ones woolen. Okay, effects of dyes. These will dye well. Best uses. The undercoat is good choice for knitting and crocheting, while the outer coat itself lends itself to weaving, needlepoint, and other stitchery. But be sure to experiment. These fibers are versatile. Okay, again, I don't know if they have separated the tog from the thel in this, or if it's all blended together. This is a comb top preparation, so I'm going to be working from that, and hopefully it's not going to give us too much of a headache. So, let me go ahead and pull this out of the bag, and we can take an actual look at the fiber itself. Put that Ziploc bag aside, and this is it. Find the ends here. There we go. Now, I wouldn't say it's soft, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. So let's go ahead and pull off a section. All right, so these look like they're all this. One is not like one's longer than the other. I don't see anything that's more coarse than the other. So let's see what our little measuring stick here has to say. These are, well, this goes out well past the 6-inch mark, so let's just say about 7 inches. So, ought to be interesting to spin this. So let me get my wheel set up, and we'll give this a shot and see how we do. Okay, it's the next day. The yarn has been wet finished and hung up to dry, and here it is. So we got about 26 yards. It came out to be about 8 wraps per inch, so roughly an Aran weight. It's not super soft, but it's not super scratchy either. I would use it for a sweater. I think it would work fairly well for that. It's a little bit squishy, not as squishy as some. It doesn't have quite as much stretch to it either. But yeah, it was nice. Again, the staple they were all about the same length. So I'm wondering if this was separated, and maybe this was the tog, because this was 7 to 8 inches worth of staple length on it. I don't know how long the thread usually is, but anywhere it said it could go up to 18 inches for the total fiber. So who knows? Is this all tog? Is this all thread? Is it a mixture of the two? But when I was spinning it, it wasn't like, if you've ever spun blended fibers where you have short fibers in with the longer ones, and you're drafting and it seems like all the short ones are staying in your hand while you're spinning the longer fibers. It wasn't like that. So these were all pretty much uniform in length. So that's what makes me think in this case it was all of one or the other, and not a blending of the both of them. It could be, but that just wasn't what I saw when I was spinning it. But I would definitely spin this again. I do love the chocolatey brown color of this. It does have a little bit of hairs poking out of it. I don't know how well you can see them here. I'm going to try. So it's not super smooth, even though I did spin it pretty much in a worsted type of spin. But yeah, it was fun. I would definitely spin it again. So tell me, have you ever spun Icelandic? Have you spun it where the outer and undercoats were blended? Or have you spun it with just the outer coat and then spun just the inner coat? Or what? I'd love to hear your opinions on this and what you've done in the past. Okay, so next week we continue on, and the next one on the list is Gray Merino. Now, I don't know if there's a separate breed called Gray Merino. I kind of doubt it. I didn't see anything in the book offhand, so it just might be merino wool that happens to be gray. It has 23 microns. It says here from non-muscle, M-U-L-S-E-D, mulcid sheep. I don't know what that is. I'd have to look that up. So it's about 75 to 80 millimeters, 3 inches. So we'll have to look at it. It's definitely going to be worth fun to spin. I don't think I've ever spun pure merino before. I've spun blended, where it was blended with something else, but I don't think I've ever spun pure merino. So it'll be interesting to see how it does. I know some people say it's very slippery and it's not a very good for a beginner spinner, but I've been doing it a couple years, so I think I'm kind of a little bit out of the beginner period, although I'm still learning something new every day. So that's it for this week. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Happy crafting.